Dad, what were you thinking?
Huh? What's wrong now, Tiffany?
Don't you take that tone with me. I asked you to do one simple thing for my wedding. Get the right flowers. And what did you get? Roses. I didn't want roses. I wanted calla lilies mixed with sweet peas. How stupid do you have to be to get something so easy, so wrong? Are you actually a simpleton?
Whoa, now, hold on a second, young lady. You might be in your 20s now, but that doesn't give you the right to talk to me like that. I'm still your dad, and you will respect me as such.
As if. You don't understand how important this whole day is to me. It has to be the most perfect and beautiful wedding imaginable.
Why? Surely getting married to the man that you love is the most important thing.
Ugh. Do you know nothing? I have dreamed of my wedding day ever since I was a little girl. I have always wanted it to be classy, elegant, and sophisticated. It needs to look gorgeous as well, so that I can make all of my friends jealous that they either didn't have a wedding as amazing as mine, or they have no hope of living up to it.
Oh, so basically you just want to show off. Do you even care about the man you're marrying at all, or is he just a way for you to have the wedding you've always wanted? Because if that's the case, then you should stop everything right now and tell that man to his face exactly what's going on. It's not right to toy with someone's feelings like that.
You know, Mom was right about you. You really need to stop being so soft and soppy and actually understand what the world is like. I want this wedding, so it's going to go ahead. Whether I care about the groom or not is irrelevant. I can always divorce him later. But I am at the most beautiful looking that I ever will be. I'm in my 20s and looking youthful and pretty and thin. If I want the perfect wedding with the perfect dress, then I can't wait any longer, as I'll get old and wrinkly and fat. I want to be able to look back at my wedding pictures and remember how gorgeous I felt.
Your mom has really spoiled you. I can't believe that you're the same little girl I used to carry around on my shoulders. You've become so horrible and cold, and I honestly don't know who you are anymore.
Look, Dad, you don't need to understand my reasons for why I'm doing what I'm doing. You wouldn't get it anyway. I just need you to actually do what I ask and get the right things. I can't have anything go wrong at my wedding. Speaking of which, are you inviting Zoe to come with you?
I'm not sure yet. Maybe. Why?
If she comes, she needs to look so much better than she usually does. I can't have someone looking ugly in my wedding photos. She'll need to arrange to have her hair and makeup professionally done, and she'll need a new dress that costs her at least over $500. It needs to be modern, chic, and sophisticated. I'm sure she hasn't got anything like that already, so she'll have to buy something new.
I see.
Also, if she comes, she'll have to sit by herself on one of the tables on the floor. She can't come up to the head table where I am. You'll be there, obviously, as you're my dad, but I don't want her there. You and Mom need to pretend to be happily married and in love so that the pictures and all of the guests think I'm from a loving and happy family. I don't want anyone gossiping about how I'm a child of divorce or anything.
I'm sure no one will care if you're a child of divorce or whatever. There are lots of people who have separated parents nowadays. It's nothing new and it's nothing to be ashamed of.
You might think that, but I don't.
Well, that's too bad because I'm not leaving my wife on her own all night. Either we're both at the head table or we're both on the floor. There's no splitting us up, or we could both just not attend.
Ugh, Dad, why do you have to ruin my wedding like this? Why can't you just do what I say? I've never liked Zoe, so I don't want her near me. That's just how things are.
Let me know what you decide.
I can't believe you're making me do this. It's my wedding. Everyone should be doing what I want, not the other way around.
Yes, you've said that. Now I need to go. Apparently I have flowers to sort out. Tell me what you decide later.
Fine.
Hey babe, sorry this is taking so long. I had no clue that sorting flowers for a wedding could be so time-consuming and stressful. How's your day going?
Hey honey, it's not going too bad. The children are being little terrorists today, but I don't mind. That's what school is for, to help them get their energy out. How is all of the wedding planning going? Has Tiffany had a meltdown yet?
Not quite, but almost. She was honestly freaking out over flowers that I picked. I mean, I thought roses were a symbol of love or something like that, but apparently she wants calla lilies and sweet peas or something like that. I don't know, it's very confusing.
Now you know how I felt during our wedding. Not easy, is it?
I take back all the stupid things I said when you were organizing our wedding. I have tasted but a fraction of the pain you went through, and I already feel like chucking myself off a cliff.
Haha, yeah. Weddings will make you feel like that. So, when is it? Are we going?
It's the 24th of July, so only a couple of weeks away. And I don't know, do you really want to go?
Huh? Why wouldn't I want to go? This is your daughter, my stepdaughter, who's getting married. Wouldn't you want to see that?
I guess, but it's not even a real wedding.
What do you mean?
It's a fake wedding. I think Tiffany's only going through with it so that she can have the perfect wedding and look perfect during it. She probably only wants to take videos and photos of it so she can post them to her Instagram story or TikTok or something stupid like that. She doesn't really care about the groom. She even told me that herself. All she's interested in is being the center of attention for the day and making as many people jealous as she can.
She actually told you all of this?
Well, not the Instagram part, but the not caring about the groom thing, she did. I told her that she needed to stop the wedding as the poor man doesn't deserve to have his feelings played with like this. But she basically told me to shut up and do what I'm told. When did my sweet little girl become such a vile woman?
I'm sorry to say, but I think it was around the time she started spending more and more time with your ex-wife. I hate to say it, but I think she has been twisted into thinking like Charlotte does. Which is to say that she doesn't care about anyone but herself.
Well, that's true. Still, I can't let my daughter go through with this wedding when she's not treating it as the sacred thing that it is. If she wants to dress up in a wedding dress for pictures, that's up to her, but she needs to learn not to get others involved in her selfish ideas.
What were you thinking of doing?
Well, we're gonna crash a sham wedding.
Sounds kind of fun. What do we need to do?
You can leave the most of it to me. Just make sure that you wear the brightest, most eye-catching outfit you can. I just want people to be awed by what you're wearing and constantly ask you questions about it.
I think I can do something like that. I have an outfit in mind that I can modify a little bit. Do you want me to make you a matching suit?
Yeah, that would be great. After that, I'll take care of the rest.
Okay then, as long as you know what you're doing.
Don't I always?
I'm not going to dignify that with a reply.
Oh my god. Dad? Why would you do that? How could you ruin my wedding day like that? Everything is over now. Do you really hate me that much? Everyone is saying things about me, about how I'm so horrible and cold and selfish. It's not true. All I wanted was one day to be the center of attention in a beautiful dress, and you and your stupid, ugly wife in her ugly dress had to ruin it. I hate you.
Tiffany, whilst you might think that what me and Zoe did was cruel, it was for your own good, and the groom's.
You stopped my wedding in front of everyone and told them that I was only marrying Lucas so that I could have a wedding. You told them that I didn't love him and that I was going to divorce him soon after.
Well, weren't you?
Yes, but they didn't need to know that.
Yes, they did, because that young man clearly loved you and wanted to spend the rest of his life with you, and yet you couldn't even spare him a second glance when you got to the end of the aisle. Instead, you were too busy taking pictures on your phone.
So?
So, that wasn't fair to him, and the young man deserves to find someone who's gonna love him as much as he loves them. And that clearly isn't you. You love yourself too much to let anyone else catch your attention, and it's sad to see my once kind, sweet, and beautiful daughter turn into such an ugly, cold woman.
I'm not ugly.
Maybe not on the outside, but on the inside you are. You really need to work on yourself before you're ready to marry anyone. And I'll continue to stop any wedding you try to have, so long as I know that your heart isn't in the right place.
But why, Dad? Don't you want to see me happy?
With all my heart. Which is why I stopped this wedding. You won't truly be happy until you stop living your life through pictures online and actually start trying to interact with the world and the people around you. In fact, you might even find that you prefer it when you do.
Okay, Dad. I'll try. For you. I'm sorry for how I've been behaving and for what I've said about you and Zoe. I'll try to do better.
And me and Zoe will be here to help you along the way. Oh, and just so you know, you look stunning in your wedding dress. I can't wait to escort you down the aisle at your real one.
Thank you, Dad. I'll keep looking forward to it as well.
After that disaster of a wedding, Tiffany stuck true to her word. She started trying to spend less time on her phone and more time in the real world. She slowly began to get back to her old self, one that was kind and loving to everyone around her. Eventually, she met a man who she fell deeply in love with, and I was able to walk the most beautiful bride down the aisle to her new husband. It was one of the proudest days of my life.